Well, hello, everybody. This is your host, Valerie Kene, with another series on how to live and thrive in the rich flow of life. Today, our featured guest is Linda Lee. I truly admire and adore Linda for the incredible and amazing work she is doing. Linda is so awesome. Let me tell you about her. She's an internationally known speaker and author of the book, Get This, The Power and Light That Is You. Linda is a holistic health expert with over 30 years in the field. She specializes in coaching women who are challenged and struggle with panic. Being a leader as a clinical hypnotherapist, Linda has shared with me that she has discovered a secret, and that secret is we as human beings really do have the power to heal and live into a rich life. Once we become aware and conscious of our thoughts and beliefs, we can heal and create the life of our dreams and on our own choosing. Once we are the gatekeepers, once we realize that we're the gatekeepers of what's allowed in and what needs to be released and let out of our lives. Isn't that right, Linda? And welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, thank you, Valerie, for that amazing introduction. Yes, we are truly amazing human beings, and we don't fully realize it. We discount ourselves. Most of the people that I've worked with, and this pretty much represents the planet. Most of us don't feel worthy and deserving in this life. And it's sad, it really is, but we aren't taught that. Our parents weren't taught that they were worthy and deserving. And so there's only a small percentage on the planet that truly believe that from their heart.
Wow.
And, we deserve all that the planet has to offer and so much more. I truly believe our birthright is to be happy, prosperous, and, live into all that we desire on this planet.
Let me ask you a question, Linda. So in your work as a hypnotherapist, and like we're saying, people feel undeserving, unworthy of these things, what are the primary causes that you see over the years of your work in the field that cause people to have these unworthy feelings?
What is it? Well, like I said, we're not taught that. Remember, I feel like this is the first generations, pretty much, the later boomer generations. We have been fortunate. We live in a time of lots of luxury and time-saving devices, which leaves us time to think in new ways. Before that, remember, our parents and our grandparents, they were mostly just living out of survival, just, what they knew. So we're fortunate. We can say, wow, how can we elevate our life? How can we change our consciousness? How can we be better human beings? So before that, we just don't know what we don't know.
Exactly.
And so now it's time to ask new questions of yourself. So I hope that answered your question.
That answers my question. And so like we mentioned earlier about the panic attacks, what exactly are panic attacks? Describe it for us so we'll know what we're talking about here.
Well, part of what's going on, because we have all these luxuries these days, we have all these technological advances, and we're trying to balance our energy. We have so much bombarding us that sometimes we don't know how to handle that energy. So 42 million people suffer with panic on this planet that we know of, because most of them isolate themselves. They don't go out. So 42 million suffer that we know of, and 72% of those are female.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's a huge problem. And, panic, what it is, it's anxiety that has been taken to a new level, and it's acute. Yeah. Sometimes it lasts for just a little bit, and sometimes it can last for a long time, and sometimes it moves directly into PTSD, post-traumatic stress, which means you are in it and you can't get out of it. So it can be a cycle that that is difficult to get out of. Wow. So what I wanted to say about that is people who are suffering with this, I want you to know that you are actually a high-level consciousness human being. You just haven't figured out how to harness your spiritual energy, your higher-level energies, so that you can literally evolve into where you're needing to go right now in your life. It's an evolutionary process. That's why it's such a big problem, is that, it's just we just need to know how to harness our energy and think in new ways and heal from a different level.
Okay, so you get in there in the trenches with it and help them to work through all of those stages and phases of how it, like you say, take charge of that energy and disperse it out to where it becomes usable. And
yes, exactly.
Okay, very cool. And who are your ideal clients, Linda? Who would be the type of people that would definitely need to reach out to you?
Oh, ideally, those who are open, receptive, and willing to do their part, and those that are really wanting to, go to the next level in their life. I actually have a client right now who he's not from the military, but still many people suffer with PTSD that have never been in the military. But these problems are prevalent now, and there is a huge need for someone like myself, or even if it's not me that you find help with, find help to move through this so that you can live the highest quality life that you can live. That is what you deserve on this planet.
Absolutely.
So, yes. So that would be my ideal. And I do specialize with women who specifically struggle. But as I mentioned, I do work with men as well. It's just not as high a percentage, to female.
Very cool. And so, like you said, Linda, a lot of these people are shut in the house. They don't even come out anymore. Yeah. So they just rely on themselves to try to resolve the things in the days past. The days turn to months, the months turn to years, and they're just hoping things would change. What do you have to say to a person like that who's just kind of in that wishful thinking that they're just going to break out of this without an expert or a person like yourself? What do you say to a person like that?
Well, Valerie, I tell you that this is all deeply fear-based thinking. And the other thing is, my goodness, most people are just managing their symptoms. They say, oh, gosh, I've got this, okay. I can manage this. But just think about that. Doesn't that sound like a lot of energy just to manage something? How would you like to just move through it with a couple of quick tools that are quick, effective, and you've got them for the rest of your life, not just for panic or anxiety, but, oh, my gosh, just to navigate life in general. And I will tell you, I work over the phone, so in the beginning, you don't have to leave your house anyway.
That's amazing.
But I will tell you, yes, go ahead.
Great. So just give us an idea for a person that's listening. Okay, we've gone through the point we know that there's a distinct problem. As you mentioned, it could be from years of whatever that led to this point. But what's on the flip side of it? Give us the hope side. What's on the other side once you become out of this stage of just shut in and just stuck mentally, no energy is flowing or moving? What's on the other flip side of it for Linda?
Oh, my. As human beings, we all dream, right? We all have this vision of our life that we want to attain.
Yeah.
However, because we're living with fear, it keeps us stuck. The fear is what's keeping us stuck. How would you like to attain all those dreams, or at least start moving in that direction? Many people are afraid. Marianne Williamson has a beautiful quote from her book. What is it called? Fear. Anyway, one of her books about how we simply are more afraid of our light than our darkness because we're familiar with it.
Right.
However, we're not here to shrink. We are a natural human being, just like nature. It replenishes itself. It keeps growing. And if we're not growing, we're dying. There's nothing in between. We can't pretend like we're just here or there. So what's on the other side is really what you want to live into. What do you want to live into for your life?
Yeah. I hear you, because everybody has a dream. We all have dreams. We might talk about them, discuss them, but you absolutely have a dream, and you deserve to have those dreams become true. And like you said, at least move in that direction and come out of it. And there's a way to do it. So this is, I really love the topic about helping people. Like you say, you primarily have done with women, but men are more than welcome also. We're not biased towards anybody about that, so don't be misled about that. It's just that you said a higher percentages of clients have been with women, but men, you certainly can get on board also. So let us know, Linda, where can we find you, and even get a copy of your book? Share that information with me. I'm enthusiastic about all this.
I know. I'm so excited. My book's called The Power and Light That Is You, which is a guide to enlightened self expression. And it's in the process of being translated into Hindu right now, which is so exciting. And it's on Amazon, and you can get it in softback or Kindle, either way. Or you can even order on my website, which is www.discoveryourpower.net.
www.discoveryourpower.net. Yes. Oh, my goodness, that is awesome, amazing. So we are bringing this call to a conclusion. You've given out your contact information. And what final thoughts, Linda, do you have for a person listening and that want to change their life for the better? What is the final thought you have for them?
Well, first of all, I want you to remember how amazing each and every one of you are. I want you to know it, just not think it. And I want to also offer you a complimentary 1-hour discovery session where we can really dive deep and see where you're at, see where you want to go, and actually just see if we can help each other, We are in this together, and believe me, my clients will vouch. I am there 100% and more.
Wow.
And so I just want each and every one of your listeners to know that they are important and that they are amazing, and that whatever it is that they are dreaming of, they can attain. It's only us standing in our way.
And that's probably what brings you the most joy in your work, is seeing people really take hold of their life and reliving again from a fresh new beginning. Is that right?
Oh, of course, Valerie. There's actually a video testimonial on my website of a gal that 3 sessions in, and she has been in the Kaiser system for more than 20 years, and she called me after about 3 sessions, and she says, Linda, you've already begun to unravel all the damage that they have done to me for 20 years. Awesome. There was nothing greater in my life that anyone has ever told me, because
wonderful.
That is huge. And every one of your listeners deserves the best in life. And I am their partner in achieving that.
Awesome. Linda, I commend you on your work. You're doing a really wonderful and fabulous thing. Keep it up. Keep it up. Our world needs it so much. And this call is concluded, and I always tell my guests, I thank you for joining me. I don't take lightly that you took your time out to spend with me, and I love you dearly. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Are you there?